welcome and welcome back to part 4 of finishing my whips. So if you don't know, I started this series last year with the intention of finishing all my whips before 2025. That did not work, so we're here trying to get them finished before summertime rolls around so I can crochet my wardrobe. So we have a couple different whips to work on today. The first one is going to be a cat ear beanie with a star on it. The second one is going to be a mesh star jumper, like sweater. These two are, one is halfway done and one hasn't really been started yet. I kind of ran out of yarn and they were meant to be Christmas gifts, so I'm working on this. And then the other ones are going to be some stockings. So I have 2 of them finished and they need the rim, but these 2 aren't going to be done in this video. I actually forgot to buy the white fur I needed for this, so instead we'll be working on 2 other stockings today. And then the last thing will be a pair of knit mittens or gloves, mittens, whatever. I don't know if I'm going to redo this one, but I do know I need to do the other one, so we'll see where that one takes us in this video. And without further ado, we're going to jump right into the first project, which is the cat ear beanie. So here's the cat ear beanie. It is a bit oversized. I did it this way for a reason, but I do have the star finished. That's gonna go right on top. The only thing I have to do is sew it all into place. So I'll be sewing this and then jumping straight on into the sweater. So I'm checking in. I finished the beanie, the star beanie. This is what it's looking like. It's oversized, but I made it like that for a reason, kind of so it can be styled in different ways. The star is like almost perfectly sewn on symmetrically, but not exactly, so yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's just gonna go to my little sister. So, and then I already sort of started on the sweater, the star sweater. So this is the start of it, and I'm going to start on the star pattern, like incorporating it into it. So I will go ahead and check in with you guys once I've made a little bit more progress. So it is the next day and I finished the first panel. It's completed. I did the little like sleeve strap or shoulder strap, whatever you want to call it. So now the only thing really left for the sweater is to do the entire back panel in just green. So it should go by a lot faster than this one did because I had to do color changes, and I basically like, let me see, I knotted them together with like the magic knot or whatever, and like cut it off for each color change, just because I thought it would look a little bit cleaner. And there are some spots where it's kind of like not perfect, but I feel like the overall grid, you can tell what it is, so that's all that matters. So I'm gonna move on to the back and then connect it together, and then the sleeves. And I think what I'm going to do is just continue. So I'm going to continue from here and then just attach with the chain across. So I'm outside right now. It's like, I don't know if it's the next day or not, but anyways, I finished the sweater. The star sweater is complete. So here is a sneak peek at her. And I did the picot stitch at the sleeves. So pretty much the only thing left for this is to sew in all the ends and then give it a little steam so she's super flowy. But I absolutely love it. I'm so proud with how it turned out. And now I'm working on the stockings. So I have this one right here. This is going to be red, and then where the foot part is or whatever is going to be black. So there's this one, and then the other one is like just the same thing but opposite colors. But the problem is the yarn I used for this one is not the same yarn that I have right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to frog this, and I'm probably gonna just like scrap this yarn and use it for a scrap project or something, and then redo this one with this yarn. But I'm gonna start on the red one first. So that's what I'm gonna be doing today, is working on the stockings. So I just finished the base of the stockings that we're going to do in this video, and now the only thing left to do for this project is adding the fur trim at the top so it can fold over. So that's pretty much what I'm going to do. I'm going to finish this up by doing that, sew in all the ends, and then we will move on straight into our last project. So let's go. Okay. So I'm checking in because we are officially finished with our third project, and we get to move on to the next one here in a second. But I'm going to show you just a little sneak peek. So here they are, all finished, all sewn up, fluffy and soft. So this one is my dog's, and this one's my boyfriend's, Chomp and Quentin. And then I have a purple one and a blue one for me and our other dog, Princess. But the problem is I didn't get the right yarn. I got black, but I didn't get white. So I need the white for the other two. But 2 out of the 4 stockings done, so I don't have to worry about that when Christmas rolls around. And I still have a good chunk of this fluffy yarn, like this faux fur yarn. I don't know if I have enough to do anything super crazy with it, but it'll definitely be going into the scrap bin. I did like working with it. It was hard to see the stitches, to be honest, but I just kind of like, I went for it. I was like, this is where the stitch is gonna go, this is where this stitch is gonna go, you know. So, and yeah, I'm thinking that I want to do like a final reveal and review of each of the WIPs that I finished, because I've never done like ratings for any projects really. I've kind of just done like, I've done a review from the Morticia dress that I did. The video will be linked, but I've also, I think that's about it. I think I did like 1 rating on one of my finishing my WIPs, probably the first one, I'm not sure, but I thought it'd be cool to change it up a little bit, so that's the plan. So now that these are done, we're gonna move straight on into our next project, which
anywhere you go, give it on. Anywhere you said, anywhere.
going to be finishing up these mittens. So I had this idea to make myself some mittens, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't love the fit. I feel like I probably could have made this part a little bit longer because it like literally touches it perfectly, but it's too small in my opinion. I want to have it longer at the top, and I think I might need to start this a little bit earlier than what I did. And then I want the ribbing to be longer. It fits like a kid's glove on me, and I don't want that. I want these to be genuinely like something that I can wear for years to come when winter rolls around. So I want them to fit my aesthetic, and I want them to be the best quality that I can knit. So this is the only knit project out of all of the whips in this video, but I don't do a lot of knit projects. I've kind of taken a step back from knitting, and I'm not the best. I'm still a beginner, but I do enjoy knitting, and I enjoy coming up with things and doing cool knit projects. There are some knit patterns I do want to test out eventually, but for now we're just going to stick with simple glove. My original plan was to do one brown and one white, and then I don't know if you know, like there's like, if I can find a picture, there's like mittens with duplicate stitching that looks like hearts. So I wanted to do that with the opposite colors for both. So that's the plan. I have to find the pattern, which I will be linking the patterns down below for the mittens and for the stockings. But I'm gonna find the pattern, I'm gonna restart, and then do a little check-in as I make some progress. I have to count to figure out what exactly I did on this one, to figure out how I followed the pattern. But yeah, so I'll check in with a little. Checking in again. It's been a couple days, but I finished both of the mittens, so they just need to be sewn up, and then I need to add the duplicate stitch hearts to them. I have to look up how to do the duplicate stitch on knit because I've never done it before, so this will be my first time. But I'm gonna do like a little montage of me finishing these up, and then we'll be done with the video. So I finished. The final whip of this video is finally done, which means we can jump right into the review and reveal part of all of the whips we did in this video. So now we're doing the final reveal and review, and we're going to start off with the very first project that we finished in this video, which is the cat ear beanie with the star. If I had to rate this one, I think I would give it a 2 on a scale from 0 to 5 because I like it, but it didn't come out exactly how I wanted it to, and I think the star is super cute, so definitely give it a 2. And then our next project was the mesh star jumper, and I love this one. I love the sleeve detailing that I did that kind of gives it like a sporty vibe, and I love the mesh, just I love how it feels. I love how it sits whenever you wear it. It's perfect, and I want to make a bunch of these in multiple different colors, so this one is definitely a 5. And then next up we ended up making the stockings, 2 of them at least. So I honestly, I didn't mind making these. I mean, I've already made them before and I've already like worked up the pattern, but I did have a lot of fun with the fur, and I think it ties it together perfectly. I mean, look at that. And so yeah, I think I would give these a 4. just because they're not the craziest project I've ever done, but definitely love how they turned out. And then lastly, we have the mittens. I love these. I love them. I am definitely giving these a 5. I absolutely love how they turned out. They took forever, especially the hearts, but it was worth it. It was so worth it, and I'm in love. I love them so much. They're amazing, and I can't wait for winter to come back around so I can wear them. And I'm even thinking about making a matching scarf to go with them eventually down the road once it gets around that time again. But yeah, that is all for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video or want to see more crochet content, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe, and comment your favorite project out of this video. If I had to pick my favorite, I would say the mittens for sure, but comment your favorite. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.